everyone! It has been so long since I posted a video. It's been almost a month, which the reason that I haven't posted a video in a month is I've been trying to adjust to a new schedule. And so I started my new job at the fancy accounting firm, and it's going really well. Like, just yesterday, my boss asked me to stay on for an extra 2 months, even though I was only contracted for 2 months, so now it's 4 months, and I'm finally making adequate money to be more relaxed than I was before. So, I'm very excited about that. However, god damn it, working 2 jobs. I was not expecting it to be this difficult. I don't think of myself as a pansy. I am very tough, and I know that I make like videos about how I'm having a mental breakdown about how, like a fucking phone call that I had or whatever, but I usually I'm a relentless person, and like for the first time in forever, like I'm just working so hard that I am exhausted all week long. Like it's only 2 days out of the week that I feel like a human being sometimes. I have 2 days during the week where I have to work 12 hours between my 2 jobs, and I mean, the money is good, and I'm really glad that I'm progressing in my career, but I am definitely looking forward to the time where I will have one full-time job that will just be regular, and then I can be a regular human being again. But anyway, so I've been doing that, and then also I've been spending my free time like doing like self-help books and like doing like deep trauma work and like trying to feel my feelings, which I can make a whole video about feeling feelings, like actually sitting down and feeling your feelings. But part of what I've been learning in my self-help book is that a really important tool to just creating a good environment in your mind is to take time out of the day and feel grateful for the things that you have. And so it's literally recommended that you write them down. So while I've been so stressed out about my new job and my new schedule, I've been taking time to write down things that I'm grateful for in a book. And I thought that I would just read some of the things that make me happy. And it's important to appreciate the little things. Your life is made of little things. So, Pete Walker, who is an author who's written this book about complex PTSD that I'm reading, and I'm really grateful to him for writing this book because it is the most comprehensive look at my own illness that I've ever had. I mean, years and years of therapy didn't teach me the specifics about my illness that this book has, and I will put a link to that. So anyone suffering from complex PTSD or just recovering from child abuse, I can't recommend this book enough. I really feel like I've gained such valuable tools to help fight my mental illness. Being able to feel my feelings, this is going to come up a lot. I'm really grateful for being able to connect to my feelings because the relief I'm getting just from honestly trying to process my emotions is incredible. Discovering the usefulness of schedules. I have been scheduling the shit out of my time. It's so effective. Holy shit. I'm getting, I know I just said that like I don't have any time for anything, but I have been working very hard on the CPTSD book and like self-help and like getting things done in my social life and all that sort of thing. So, and making the most of the little free time that I have. Schedules are really invaluable for that. My sister is pregnant. She's so pregnant, guys. Holy shit. She's due tomorrow. She's due tomorrow. She hasn't given birth yet, but it could literally happen as I'm filming this video. It's crazy. 2 days without smoking cigarettes. This was a few days ago that I wrote this. I'm trying to quit again. I was thinking about making a video just about the 1,000th time I've decided to quit smoking. Holy shit. But apparently on this day I had not smoked in 2 days, and I would like to feel that feeling again. I just ran the pack of cigarettes that I have under the faucet, because that's what I do when I get the urge to quit, I just take the ones that I have and just destroy them, which is, I waste a lot of money just throwing cigarettes away, but I'm still glad that I throw them away. Okay, and then here's a couple days later, I started writing in. I woke up feeling healthy and positive. That's nice. The bullet through our window will make a good story. My job got shot, and the bullet came through. Okay, so apparently, like, some dudes were trying to shoot up a car, and so they pulled up next to the car middle of the night and shot through this car window, and the bullets went through that car into our shop, and they found one of the bullets. It had hit a shelf inside and then gotten lodged in a pillow, and so they found it in a pillow. And thankfully no one was injured. The car that they were shooting at was empty. So, and I don't know how they know that. That might just be a rumor, but... So, number 3 is, I understand myself enough to smoke today. And that's really what I've been thinking too, is that I've had days that were so emotionally difficult for me just with the schedule that I'm keeping, that the added stress of trying to resist smoking cigarettes was actually psychologically harmful for me in the pursuit of trying to keep my career going. So I just decided, you know what? It's not a perfect solution. Smoke some cigarettes if you have to, but you have to get through this fucking internship. No one's perfect. But I am grateful that I know myself enough to say that, because it makes me happy. Okay. Oh, I got my period. I have polycystic ovarian syndrome, so it's like always a crapshoot about whether or not I'm gonna get my period, and when I do get my period regularly, it means that I'm being healthy, so that's great. And when I get my period, that means I can stop having permanent PMS too, which is just, I mean, you skip your period for a couple months, you're just in a permanent state of feeling crazy. And, nobody talks about, listen, you know what I want to read a fucking article about? The intersection of mental illness and having your vagina just betray you mentally every month. I swear to God, I feel psychotic when I'm on my period. It's just like the entire world is ending. But that's a whole different video. I'm talking about things that make me happy. So, the outfit I'm wearing is professional and nice looking. I like my new work clothes. I didn't go into accounting to dress fancy, but it's a nice perk. Everyone at work is kind to me. It's true. All the ladies at the accounting office that I work at are super nice, and they always invite me to lunch, and no one's snarky or condescending, and it's nice. It's really nice. I just sit at a quiet desk, and I said in the video where I got this new job that it's a fancy office, and there's a chandelier in every room. There's a work kitchen where they got like free coffee and all the fucking sparkling water you can drink. And there's like, oh God, I work for some of the richest people in my city, like directly for them. And they're not like famous, they're like undercover, big business, 1%ers, and the wealth that I am dealing with is just mind-blowing. But I can't talk about it because I'm contractually obligated not to, but holy God, people are richer than I can't even conceive of having that much money. But they're pretty nice. Let's see. And the number 9 that I've written here is, every challenge that I face is an opportunity to grow. And it's true. Iron sharpens iron. You don't get stronger by doing easy things. And so, in a way, the fact that my life is challenging just at a base level, and everybody's life is, I'm I'm not some special case, but the fact that I experienced my life is very challenging. It means that I am sort of headed in the right direction, because I could just, drink myself to death or something, Like, there are a lot easier ways to live than I do, and I'm really invested in my own happiness and pursuing the things that make me happy. Like, look at me. I'm fucking writing 10 to 30 gratitudes about my day in the pursuit of happiness and being a good person. And so the challenges are good. They make you smarter and stronger. Okay, this is from the same day. The rich people I work for, right? The bosses bought all the ladies in the office 24 roses. They really did. Okay, so a lot of times now, like I said, I can't get into any specifics here, but the bosses spend a lot of time like golfing and going to like charity events and stuff, and they went to the Rotary International like gala or whatever, and they came in with huge boxes full of dozens of roses that they'd purchased from the gala, and they gave everyone who worked in the office, 24 roses, including me, the lowly intern. It was very nice, and then I got to walk around town with my roses, feeling very special. And a little bit, like I was standing out. I was kind of pretending that, like, a man gave them to me, but I don't even remember the last time a man gave me roses. I haven't been on a date in, like, a year. I should make another video about that. Anyway, but I'm talking about things I'm grateful for. Actually, I'm grateful for that, but like I said, that's another video. So, I made it. Number 2 is I get to ride the train with roses. The man in the convenience store was dancing all by himself. I'm reading from the book. The man at the convenience store was dancing all by himself when I came in for my Red Bull. There is this awesome dude near where I work who, like I said, I've been struggling with like smoking and stuff, so I sometimes in the morning when I get to work, I'm like, nope, I'm gonna need a pack of cigarettes today. So I go into this convenience store and like buy energy drinks and stuff. And this guy is always in there, like blasting music from the 80s and 90s and like just dancing by himself. That's my impression of dancing. Like, that's how good a dancer I am. Okay. These Red Bulls, I'm grateful for these Red Bulls and cigarettes had the good effect I was hoping for. 5. Oh wait, no, I'll skip that one. Kind of personal. I like the way that I blend in with the business crowd. Like, these business clothes that I'm wearing, like, I'm wearing suits and stuff. And I am not middle class, I am poor. But wearing the business suits feels like middle class cosplay, kind of, and I like that I'm able to. I'm glad that I'm able to blend in and I'm able to look the part, at least, even if I'm not really there yet. I'm grateful that I thought I was going to be late to work because the train was late, but I was able to keep my cool and make it on time. It's like even little things can just set me off in this like fucking spiral of like bad feelings. And now that I've been learning to feel my feelings and identify things when they upset me, I am much better able to control my own moods. And it's only been like a month since I've read this book, and I'm actually in the middle of reading another one as well. But the changes that I've been going through personality wise are really very, very encouraging. I am grateful that I feel competent in what I'm doing. So it turns out I'm really good at math. And I'm super good at data entry and looking at tax forms and all this shit that they're teaching me. I'm picking it up and I'm so competent. I'm going to have a wonderful career. If I can keep it together and not go crazy, I'm going to do fine. I was at a Subway eating lunch, and I I was standing in line waiting to order my sweet onion chicken teriyaki sandwich, and I just was overcome with this feeling because this week was really difficult for me. I like cried on the train. I mean, I was having some bad days emotionally with this trauma work that I'm doing from the book, because I'm making my life more difficult on purpose in order to heal. So I was really upset about some trauma things that I was thinking about for a couple days, and I just could not keep it together. And then a couple days later, I was at Subway ordering my sweet onion chicken teriyaki sandwich, and I looked around and I was like, you know what? I feel good right now. I feel good. And the bad days that I just had were worth it because I feel really good right now. My life is nice, and the good times came back again, and thank God for that. I said, I am only 30, and I've made enormous progress against a lifelong disease that some people never even treat. This was a response to a negative thought that I was having about, when I was feeling so upset that week. I was sitting at my desk at work, and there was this voice in my head saying, at the end of all of this, it's not going to be worth it. And by this, I mean my life. At the end of your life, it won't have been worth living, because the amount of energy you have to put into just not crying in public and like getting out of bed in the morning is so difficult that you're missing so many other steps that people have already taken in their lives. You're way behind because you're crazy, and all this effort that you put into doing simple things is pathetic, basically, is what this evil voice was telling me. And so I wrote this down. I said, I'm only 30, and I've made enormous progress against a lifelong disease that some people never treat. Not everyone has life handed to them on a silver platter. I have problems, but I think that I have the attitude of a winner. I never stop working to make myself happy. I'm relentless. I don't give up. And because of that, I'm at a point where I can see the light at the end of the tunnel with my mental illness. I have an idea of what my life will look like after I've healed more. I look forward to that time, and I am running at my goal. Okay, and so this is me pep talking myself. I'm only 30. I have, optimistically, 50 more years to live. And some people live their entire lives miserable and making other people miserable because they don't have the resources or the natural disposition to help themselves. And so I feel grateful that I am one of those people who has had both the resources. Even though I'm poor, I have people in my life, including my online friends, hi guys, who have helped me. And I also have a natural disposition where I'm intelligent and I want to be happy and to live, and I'm just grateful for that. Yeah, I have a lot of things written down here about my job, my furniture store job, that is, because obviously I'm switching careers right now, so I'm trying to appreciate the things about this furniture job where I've been for 8 years. Okay. I'm grateful for dreams I have about movie theaters, which are a lot. A lot of my dreams take place in movie theaters. I don't know why that is such a specific environment that I'm always in. They're always so fantastical, and I never know what's happening on the screen. It's all to do with the audience. I'm just in the audience, it's who I'm with. I never see the movie. I'm just in the theater. Okay, my sister's pregnant. I wrote that down again. My friend Brandon, hi Brandon, he's probably watching this video somewhere out there. I don't remember what we did. The next thing I wrote down was Rocky Horror Picture Show, so that's probably what we were doing, is we were going to the Rocky Horror Picture Show the other week. I used to go every fucking week when I was a kid, and by kid I mean a 17-year-old. I went every Saturday for 2 years or something because my best friend played Frankenfurter. in the show. And me and Brandon went to see Rocky Horror Picture Show like last Saturday, and I died. It was so fun. We were so drunk. Holy God. See, I'm grateful for my cat discovering the hidey hole in the loft. So I've discovered that, so there's a loft over my bed, right? And I moved something in the loft area and realized that there's a hole in the wood where I could stick my finger up there, right? My cat loves to be in this loft, and so like this is his fucking favorite thing in the world, is I will stick my finger through the hole and he'll go, you know. And no, we've gotten creative, you know. I'm sticking like toys through there. I stuck a ribbon through there. I'm like attacking him from the side when he's not expecting it, and it's just adorable, and he's very happy about it. Next day, I was said, I'm so grateful for my friend Brandon, who's changed my life by being a good friend. Hi, Brandon! I love you! Okay. So continued. This is a new day here. I wrote down Duolingo again. I really love that fucking program. If you just want an interesting hobby, try learning a new language. I never thought I'd learn a new language. The app is so accessible, and I just enjoy the shit out of it. I've been doing this for like 2 years, and I can read Spanish. What can I say? Rainy and gray days with no direct sunlight. Now, I don't know if you can tell this about me, but I am a little pale. Just a little. And direct sunlight is not my friend. Let's see if I can see. Look at how light my eyes are. You see this? Okay. I can't look at the sun. If I'm out in the sunlight, I'm squinting. Just because I can't handle it. And I look dumb with sunglasses on. I don't like to wear sunglasses. I just think they make me look strange. So I do really like overcast days where it's, you know, it's especially this time of year where it's like early autumn and it's kind of gray and there's no direct sunlight and everything's kind of like the colors are very saturated and it's nice and cool, because I'm also, oh my god, I get so hot. Oh my god, I much prefer the autumn to the summer. I say that now, but I always forget about the fact that I live in Minnesota, and once that cold hits, it's no longer enjoyable. Let's see here. Okay. Blood donation centers I was grateful for. I think this was right after the Las Vegas thing happened, and I was outside my job smoking a cigarette, and there was like a Red Cross truck like doing like mobile donations and stuff. Charlotte, what is the name of my niece who's about to be born, could be any minute, literally any minute. Her mucus plug is gone. It's gone. Okay, that baby's coming out of there. She's dilated 2 centimeters already. Okay. All the skills I've learned in the last month from Pete Walker and Ariel Schwartz. Pete Walker, again, is the guy who wrote the book about PTSD. Ariel Schwartz is the lady who wrote the book I'm currently reading about PTSD. I'm attacking my goals, guys. I'm gonna figure this fucking thing out. I'm really sick of suffering, and I'm gonna fucking figure it out, and nothing can stop me. I'm grateful for a nice apartment and food in the fridge. I was feeling that earlier today too. It was sad. I was like looking out my window, and there was like a homeless guy out there, and I just had this like, because I was feeling irritated, and I was like, you know what, dude, you gotta remember to be grateful for shit, because like people in this world are having a wretched time, and there's a lot of good things, and that's part of why I do this. The cross-stitch game on my phone, a waste of time but addicting. I deleted that game like the next day because I get so absorbed in just stupid games that just waste hours of my time, but this one is really nice. It's called Cross-Stitch. It's basically just a paint-by-numbers game. If you feel like wasting some time, I really enjoyed it. But I deleted it, in favor of, doing useful things. I'm very interested in doing things that are useful. And that's not. Let's see. My cat didn't pee on my bed again today because I handled it correctly the first time. My cat is not so pleased with me for working these long hours now. And I came home from a 12-hour day, second 12-hour day in a row, and he had peed on my bed. Do you know, after I've been gone at work for 12 hours, do you think I wanted to launder all of my bedding 3 times and scrub the shit out of my mattress so I don't smell like a cat box? On my bed, dude. My bed. But he's done this before. It was years ago, but he's done it before. And the first couple times it happened, I was like, I yelled at him really badly. And I just, I was mad at him for days. And then the next time he did it, I called my sister. I was like, I'm giving this cat away. Come and get me. We are going to the Humane Society. I'm going to throw him in the river. Something. But this son of a bitch peed on my bed again. And I took it, but what I wound up doing actually is taking him to the vet. I was like, why is he doing this? What is going on? And the vet was like, he's doing this because he's stressed out. And you need to clean his litter box every day. He might, look, speak of the fucking devil. There he is. Hello. Anyway, and he said he might be just one of these cats where you need to clean his box every day and, just try and make as stress-free of an environment for him as you can. There he is. Hello. And so this time when he peed on my bed, I'm going to turn it even more. Hi, Speedy. This time when he peed on my bed, instead of yelling at him, I actually didn't act like anything happened. I just very calmly took all my bedding and washed it, and I gave him little pets, and I played with him. I gave him a treat, like I gave a can of wet food. That's a treat for him, and I gave him lots of love. And then, once I got everything cleaned up, I put him on my bed. We're playing games, trying to reacquaint him with the environment. And I could tell that he was a little bit afraid that I was going to be mad at him because he knows that he's not supposed to do that. But I just returned his injury against my nose and against my sense of hygiene with love. And so he didn't pee on my bed the next day, which was usually his habit when he did this before, is that he'd do it for days in a row. I'm grateful that I care enough about myself to listen to my feelings. I am getting more and more in touch with my emotions because I'm listening to myself. And the next day, I wrote, I'm grateful for the bravery to get on the train this morning and the 0 problems I encountered. I wrote that down because the previous day, a man had gotten in my face and called me a bitch about 20 times, cornered me against the back wall of a car, called me a bitch about 20 times because I wouldn't give him any money when he asked me for it. And it was, as you might imagine, very upsetting. And this is what I'm talking about, feeling my feelings. Okay, I got home that day, and as I've said a billion times, I have complex PTSD. It is very difficult for me to handle big emotions, especially considering like my main triggers are being violently yelled at by men because of my father. So I got home, I was so upset, and I was like, okay, Lindy, listen to your feelings, listen to them, because my immediate reaction usually is to just lose myself on the internet, or make some angry posts about it, or get high, or just immediately, start working on housework, and just distracting myself, and blah, 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 and instead of doing that, I got into my bed, pulled the covers over my face, and was like, okay, dude, feel the feelings that you have about this man calling you a bitch. And I just tried to grab a hold of the anger and sadness that I had and just feel it. Not to resist it, not to cover it up, to just really feel it. And I cried, and then, I remembered things about my childhood that, this reminded me of and that were upsetting, and I just really cried it out. And I just stayed in bed. A couple times I wanted to get up, and I was like, you know what, no dude, just like lay here. Are you okay? Do you feel better? Don't rush. You don't have to feel better. Feel what you actually feel. Really feel it. And I just did that until I actually felt better. And usually what will happen when a man harasses me on the street, which happens pretty often, what will usually happen is I will be upset about it all day long. And I won't be able to let it go. And every couple minutes, I'm like remembering what happened and feeling angry about it. And instead of that happening for the rest of the day, whenever I thought about it, it's like I could think about it and maybe feel a little something. But instead of being upset, I felt at peace about it because I'd really processed the emotions that I had about it. So that's just like a microcosm of what I'm talking about feeling feelings. Is that I'm trying to do that throughout the day instead of resorting to these unhealthy hanging on to things and lashing out at people I don't need to and just distracting myself instead of actually experiencing my life authentically. And yeah, so that's what I'm talking about here. Okay, ABBA for the song Waterloo. I have listened to the song Waterloo by ABBA 1,000 billion times this week. And it makes me very happy. Okay, here's some more. So I'm at the furniture store when I'm writing this. The little yellow leaves around the doorway. There's this pretty tree outside that has a billion goddamn leaves that fall off during the autumn. And they always get in the door, and I'm always sweeping them up. And this is really just nostalgia stuff about my job that, I thought I was leaving. And I am leaving, but not as soon as I thought. Let's see. So this is just things I like about working in a furniture store. People chatting among the furniture. Two of my coworkers. I like straightening pillows and all of the floor models so they look so nice. I like straightening things on the shelves. I like the fabrics, the textures, thicknesses, pliability, and colors of the fabrics. Things that will never sell, things that we ordered from the manufacturer and will never sell. For example, we have Spider-Man pillows. And, I ordered some neon pillows, like, literally 6 years ago. Literally 6 years ago, and they have never sold. They are still on the shelf, and I think that that's funny. We had this one unsellable item, which was ladybug drapes, okay? Drapes with ladybugs on them, and the day that a woman actually bought that cover, I called my boss to tell her that it had sold because it was so funny, because we thought it would never sell. Let's see. Being alone in the store. I'm alone in the store a lot, because the customers are few and far between sometimes. The music, we play classical music there, and when you're alone in the nice looking, nice clean store and the classical music is playing, that's really nice. The store feels like it's mine. I feel like I own the store. If I owned the store, I would definitely have more money than I do, but it feels like home to me. Soft noise of traffic outside. Diana is walking by out front. Diana is a local woman in my neighborhood who's nuts, but harmless. And she always comes in the shop and talks to me about her psychiatrist and how you have to not listen to the things that psychiatrists tell you because they put bad things in your head. And what I want to know is how to get the bad voices to stop so we can get some sleep. And she's just the sweetest woman. And honestly, recently she's been like, "Oh, you're so beautiful. You should be in Cosmopolitan." And it's just adorable. And so she was walking by in front of the store when I was writing this down. And that's it. This video wound up being a lot longer than I thought it would be. 42 minutes. Well, It's good to see you guys, and I'll see you again soon.